Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. This is actually Friday night. I'm recording this, you're watching it on Sunday night. I will hope I get the timer right and it does come on Sunday night, which is hopefully now. Right, tonight's nightcap, it's nearly all lathe work. Machine brass, I make a small needle valve for a stationary engine. Needle valve's damaged, it's irreplaceable, so the lads asked me if I can make one. I show quite a lot of that. The first thing I'm going to do is a draw for the last remaining Banggood clock gauge. Right, there's a name. John Sabaisa. Right, John, all you need to do, send me an email with your address. I'll whack it in the post and you'll get it as soon as possible. This week's giveaway is going to be for another prize that was never claimed. It's 3 sets of calipers. You've got small outside, small inside, and a set of outlet calipers. They're all good make. They're Starrett, one and right, and they're Starrett as well. All I want is a little bit of clean up with some fine Scotch-Brite and they'll be excellent to use. I'll get a close-up shot of them a little bit later on. As usual, if you want a chance to win them, all you need to do is send me an email containing your name, like John Mills, not just John, that's my email up there. Your name goes in the bucket. If it's drawn out, the prize gets sent away. And I haven't got a draw full of these, but I've got a set I use and a set of brand new ones that are too good to use. It's pointless me keeping them. I'd rather give them to somebody that can use them. If you win them and you don't want them, give them to somebody that can use them. This is a needle valve out on an old Crossley stationary petrol engine. It really has had some stick, it's had more grips or pliers or little Stilsons on there. The actual body of the valve is not too bad. The bit I'm interested in is the needle valve. Actual needle itself. The lad wants to know if I can make him a new needle. That's a needle, there's a little seal in there. That's like a little guide nut, I'll make a new one of them as well. There's a couple of ways of doing this. It is repairable. I could cut this off, drill it and sleeve it with a little bit of bronze and put a new knurled end on it, which I probably will do, but I'll also make a new one as well. I need to find out what thread that is. It's British, so it'll either be, it's probably BSF, a quarter BSF, well it's certainly quarter inch, reading just over a quarter there. Now UNF is 26 TPI and BSF is 28 TPI, so we'll try the BSF first. It's not BSF. UNF. Right, it's 26 TPI. It's definitely UNF, 3/4 UNF. I've got quarter UNF dies, so that wouldn't be a problem for that bit. I just happen to have a quarter UNF tap here, which screws into there quite merrily, so that is definitely quarter UNF. I also need to identify this thread on here. That thread's quite badly damaged, but the thread in there is still good. There's the vernier set to imperial. As you can see, it's quarter inch. This thread here is ½ inch, it's ½ inch something. So we'll try and measure the pitch on that. Right, that thread is actually 19 TPI. Now 19 TPI is a BSP thread. I've got a BSP tap here which screws into there. So I know that that's a BSP thread, so I can cut that, no problem at all. So I can make a new one of them and I can make a new gland nut. So we're in business. Usual BSF and Whitworth and UNF, UNC taps and dies I've got have been absolutely invaluable. I got a lot given, they've been through and out from a university somewhere because they weren't being used anymore, but I use them all the time. especially on wool stuff like this. Right, so we know we've got the threads. Like I say, I will also repair this one, but I'll make a new one first. I think the first thing I'll make is that gland. So I'll see what hexi bar I've got, and we'll turn one of those gland nuts. I haven't got any hexi bar the right size, but I have got a bit of nice high quality brass bar that I can use, and I can always mill a hex onto it. Right, we need 1.4mm off that. Put a half mil cut on that and take the one off. We'll measure it again. .5. We'll put a .2 cut on, that should be just about there. So that's the right side to put the thread on. But I'm beginning to wonder if I've got enough material on here to machine a hex on it. It's not going to look right with just two flats on it, will need a hex. So I think I'll get a bigger piece of bar, bigger diameter piece of bar anyway. Not really very true, that's got a little bit of a kick in it, it would make a lot of difference really. It's machining, it's coming off in chips as opposed to the bronze, which comes off in nice curly chips. Right, I need take the mill off it and go from there. I'm just making it the same size as the original one. 0.1. Fanny's hair. We'll put these threads on with dye, so I'm just going to put a nice little lead on for the dye to start on. I've got a 1/4 PSP dye here. Use that to put some threads on. You can normally cut brass dry, but a little bit of Oil won't help. Right under the shoulder. Which is there. Right, I'm going to turn the die round just so I get the threads all the way up to there. But before I do that, I'm just going to try it into the fit and see what sort of fit we've got. John's quite happy with that. Very happy with that. If anything, it's a little bit slack. This is the die I put the threads on with. It's a brand new die, Presto one, old but new. This is the die holder. Now the dies are really tight fit in there, and it's what they call a split die, which means you can actually adjust it a little bit to get a tighter or a slacker thread. Unfortunately, when it goes in there, it's closing the die right up. So what I'm going to do is put this in the lathe and whisper a little bit out of there, just so that's a slacker fit, so I can open the die up. And I'm going to make another one of them. I'm not happy with that. I want the threads to be a lot tighter than that. So we'll take this off, put the Fejo chuck on, open that up, and then start again. Right, it's running nice and true, so we'll whisper a little bit out here, not take a great lot. Just enough so I can open the die up. A little bit more velocity as well. It's looking better. Right, so I've got a little bit of clearance now, so I can actually adjust the die. Right, so that's 3 grub screws. The centre grub screw goes into that slot and opens the die up, and the 2 outside ones lock it. Now what I've noticed is that the grub screws, or at least that grub screw, it hasn't got a point on it, it's got a flat on, so that's not going to actually open the die up. So what I need to do is just use a bolt. I'll machine a point on there, and that will go in, and the point will in fact go into the slot in the die and hopefully open it up. It's one of them jobs when you start doing something and it kind of gets a little bit out of hand. Anyway, the job's worth doing, I might as well do it properly. Right, so we need a point putting on there, and I think I'll just use a file to do that. See, I've got no jewellery on or long sleeves or nothing. All I want to point on there, so it will in fact spread the die out. Should do. Until the die goes in with the split opposite the adjusting screw. That's going to go in there. You can feel it engage. I tighten that, and it's going to spread the die. I don't know if you can see that there or not. I'm tightening that up, and you can actually see the die opening up. So that's going to cut a bigger thread. Right, try it again. Right, that's actually too tight now, so we can adjust the die in. But you can see how much difference that's made from being piss probably slack to being where it won't screw on. So now we can tweak it and get it just nice. And so to adjust it, we'll loosen that one off a little bit, tighten the other two in, and that's going to close the die up, which will make the thread a little bit slacker. We're going to try that. Getting better a little bit more. It's a little bit like screw cutting. You just keep adjusting it and tweaking it until you get it the way you want it. Look, we should be there now. Right, that's the sort of fit I want. Happy with that. And nice and true as well.